All right, Shalom. Start this lesson first and foremost. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, root well, push out 100% truth and truth sincerity. And Shalom to the old foot legs, cat across the four winds, low one, the and be edifying. And, I haven't come up with the title of this lesson yet, but Lord willing, towards the end, of this video, I think of something to title this lesson. But it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on right now, and everything's leading to the C-hip, man. Everything that we're seeing play out right now, everything that's playing out right now with Elon Musk trying to expose the IRS and government officials getting this excess amount of money and all these things is leading to the C-hip. All these things is leading to the digital ID. All these things are leading into AI. I was messing around with ChatGPT, and I was like, what is the worst possible scenario if we were to find out our tax money was going to waste? Because that's the whole thing with Doge. Doge is trying to save money, and figure out where the money that we have is going to. Which I found out recently that they put the on the depth clock, Doge is on there, and it shows the amount of money, quote unquote, that Doge has saved us so far. And number one, mass public outrage and civil unrest. And these are what could possibly play out and what could possibly happen if Elon Musk were to expose where our tax money is going. If our tax money were to be exposed where it's going to or what it's funding, or even to if there were no gold in Fort Knox, because I asked AI that same question as well. What is the worst possible scenario if there's no gold at Fort Knox? And let me see, because I know I scrolled up and I asked it. Okay, these 4 and 5, real quick. Conspiracy theories and historical assessments. Is it this one? Nope, it's not this one. 5. It says, if the government reassured markets and showed that the economy could function without Fort Knox gold, the crisis might blow over. But confidence in the U.S. financial integrity eroded. There could be a long-term shift toward alternative assets like cryptocurrencies, which is what they're pushing right now, or commodity-backed currencies from other nations. You got the BRICS. Final thought, while shocking, the disappearance of the Fort Knox gold wouldn't immediately destroy the U.S. economy, but it would shake trust in government transparency and financial systems. And that's what the whole role right now, and this is what their agenda is, what they're trying to point to. They're trying to get the dollar bill out of there so everything could be digital. And we know why they need everything to be digital. We understand why they want everything to be digital, so they can bring in that C-hip, man. But I want to get real quick, just a couple of these right here. What is the worst possible scenario if we were to find out our tax money was going to waste? Mass public outrage and uncivil arrests. It says widespread protests, strikes, and potential riots as people demand accountability for misuse of public funds. Erosion of trust in government leading to mass non-compliance with taxes, tax resistance, or evasion. Violent clashes between protesters, law enforcement, and possibly military intervention if unrest escalates. Economic collapse and hyperinflation. If wasteful spending leads to skyrocketing national debt without returns, global investors could lose confidence in the country's economy. And this is what they want, to lose confidence in that dollar bill so everything can go digital, man. Devaluation of the currency causing inflation or hyperinflation. Stock market crashes, bank runs, and business closures due to economic instability. Massive layoffs and sharp increase in unemployment as businesses struggle to survive in an unstable economy. And this is all these possible scenarios all can happen if we find out where our tax money is going to. If that's exposed. Because really, the way that this devil moves is order out of chaos, which I have. Order out of chaos, means to create a structure, clarity, organization from a situation that is currently disordered, confusion, or chaotic, essentially to bring stability and sense to a messy, unpredicted situation, often implying process of transformation or improvement through active intervention. All right? It says it means a situation will be entered into chaos, which is what we see happening right now. It's being engineered into chaos. They're having this happen. Oh, where's the tax money going to? Why is that tax money being wasted on this? Why is our debt so high? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Causing chaos, stirring the pot, making people like, hey, where is our money going to? Why is this happening? This, that, and the third. But also, you got Elon Musk here. Oh, we have Deutsche. We're monitoring this. We're doing this. We're doing that. So exposing one thing, causing the chaos to bring order, which is Deutsche, which is going to lead to everything AI. Because, when I scrolled all the way down on ChatGPT, right here, and this is the point, well, you have social services and infrastructure breakdown, government breakdown, and possible political collapse. I'll just continue reading. Resignations, impeachments, or even the downfall of current administration if the scandal is severe enough. It says calls for major government restructuring with extreme political polarization worsening the situation. Possibility of a complete government collapse leading to an anarchy or authoritarian crackdowns to restore order. And these are all possible outcomes. And there's more. Social services and infrastructure breakdown. Essential services like healthcare, education, and public safety could deteriorate if funding was wasted or mismanaged. Infrastructure projects could stall or fail, leading to failing roads, bridges, and utilities. Crimes could rise due to lack of funding for law enforcement and public safety programs. Global consequences and geopolitical instability. It says if the U.S. or any major global power were to collapse financially due to wasted tax money, it could send shockwaves through global economy. Foreign allies might lose trust, while adversaries could exploit the crisis for geopolitical gains. The U.S. dollar could lose its status as the world's reserve currency, leading to economic decline. And this is what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to collapse the dollar bill so they could bring everything digital, man. The information is out there. These devils, they're letting you know that they're the devil, man. They don't care no more. They don't care. They're moving how they're moving. 6, and here's the most important one. People could turn to extreme political ideologies, far left, far right, or even separatist movement. That's what they want. That's what they're aiming for. As trust in traditional governances collapses, the possibility of a government coup, military takeover, or civil war if the political divide escalates beyond control. And these are all possible scenarios that could happen. And right here, could it actually happen? Some levels of government waste is inevitable, but a complete collapse due to a tax misuse will require systematic long-term corruption or unimaginable scale. It says historically major governments have survived financial crisis, but if public outrage reached a tipping point, major reform or even revolution could occur. So this is what they're trying to do, man. These devils are trying to crash the dollar bill to bring in their agenda. And Tawadi Abashim Al-Shai for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, for this truth. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant of Esau's devices, man. We are not. We understand that Esau's whole agenda is to bring in that Sihib. But this is prophecy. Everything's moving to the tune of prophecy, man. Esau's in the trick bag and he's playing into the hands of the Heavenly Father. But everything's moving to the tune of prophecy, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We see what these things are leading to. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's how he's moving. He's moving sloppy. He doesn't care. I just seen a video earlier, and they was basically saying that the AI cloud, and there's basically everything's moving digital, and it's going to basically outweigh everything that the Heavenly Father does. You know, and they're calling for a push to this as fast as possible. Proving, you know, he's coming down with that great wrath. Everything's moving fast. Esau's getting ready to roll, man. Esau's getting ready to roll. Everything's leading to the sea hip, which is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, that sea hip, that mark, which is the charagma. You know, and the device used to implement it will be the karax. You know, once you get that mark, once you take that sea hip, you will be unrecognizable. You know, and let me get it in the Blue Letter Bible. Let me get it in the Blue Letter Bible. Edification come out. Let's get those words real quick. Mark, which is charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the follower of anti-Mashiach. The mark branded upon the horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. So if you take that sea hip, if you take that mark, you know, just how a farmer will brand his horse or brand his cattle to be able to differentiate his cattle from another farmer's cattle, you know, you taking that mark, if you take that sea hip, that shows that you're down with Esau society. That shows that you're down with Esau. You're down with his agenda. And the root word for charagma, which is karax, Slakia. Where is it? Which is karax, which is a pale or stake, a palisade or a rampart. Basically, this will be a device used to implement the sea hip into you. Continuing on, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to function in a society without having the sea hip. But the scriptures tell us we're not going to rely on him that smote us. Let me grab it on Google. Him that on him that smote us. Isaiah 10 and 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And that's right. You know, Esau wants everybody to get a sea hip to be able to function in his society. You're not going to be able to do nothing without sea hip. But us, hey, we're going to rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're going to cleave unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai because the Lord said his servant's going to eat. The Lord said his servant's going to drink. The Lord said he's going to take care of his service. Verse 18, Revelation 13 and 18. But here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636, which represents that universal barcode. You know, but this is what they're moving to, man. Basically, hey, you can't trust the government. You know, you don't know what they're doing with their money. You don't know what they're doing with your money. You don't know where it's going to. So let's make everything AI. Let's make everything digital. You know, so you can be able to know what's going on. So you can see where your money's going. You know, once again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We know the real move. We know what they're pushing to, what they're advancing to. You know, and I'm gonna put a clip, you know, after this, at the end of the video, you know, from a Nations Conspire. The page is called Nations Conspire, and basically, you know, he's basically exposing the same thing. What's going on? You know, what's happening. You know, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders, apostles, of great millstone, who rule well and push out 100% truth and true sincerity. And shalom to the whole for elect, scarecrows for 4 wins. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until the next time, shalom.
So they're bragging about this, how the debt's going down. Then you get this one, right? Breaking. President Trump's deputy chief of staff, Stephen Miller, just announced that Doge is going to create an algorithm to detect and prevent fraud at the IRS, right? Algorithm. Computer algorithm, artificial intelligence to detect and prevent fraud at the IRS. Do you think that the algorithm's really to protect us from the IRS? Do you think it's really there to prevent fraud at the IRS? It's to prevent fraud with you. It's to monitor and track you. They're getting you used to these algorithms now replacing humans, right? What we're talking about is at the programmatic level being able to analyze and assess for signs and symptoms of fraud, right? Elon Musk, breaking news, just announced Doge will launch an investigation into federal employees with unusually high net worths despite modest salaries. Do you support this? Yes or no? Well, of course, everybody on earth should support this. Now, we know somehow because the Democrats are in such a psychosis that they would say, no, we don't need to do that to them. Let's give them everybody's money and let them have trillions of dollars of wealth, even though they make $100,000 a year. So they're working you, right? They're working these people with basic things that they know are going to get people excited. Yes, let's audit Nancy Pelosi. Let's audit these people like Barry Obama Sartoro. He's got multiple homes. He was just a president. They tell us the president makes $300,000 a year. Okay, with the expenses that things are now, $300,000 a year wouldn't even be enough to buy a normal home somewhere, let alone multiple homes, right? So yeah, people should be suspicious. So playing into people with that, playing into people with the IRS. In between posts, of course, putting up pictures of Saturn on his Instagram account, right? Promoting his AI grok, saying, look, it's Saturn. Isn't that incredible? Because, of course, they worship Saturn. Do they not? They all do. They have an obsession. But these people don't notice any of that because they're too busy looking at tweets like this. Department of Homeland Security preparing to fire hundreds of senior leaders this week. A blessing from the Lord, right? So let's fire all these